War is often talked about through maps, headlines, and statistics, but those numbers never show what it feels like to be there. In the next few minutes, you'll witness real moments captured in the middle of modern warfare. What you're about to see is a raw look at the chaos, destruction, and reality of war. You've probably seen ballistic missiles before. On your screen, they look almost slow, but that's because you're watching from miles away. What you're about to see is what happens when one arrives at its target. And if that wasn't terrifying enough, imagine being the target yourself. In this next clip, an Iranian missile crashes directly into a position where American soldiers were taking cover. For the people underneath it, there was no dramatic countdown and no second chance.
All right, everybody okay?
At first glance, it looked like the tank would make it through. Russian troops were positioned nearby, providing cover and watching the surrounding area. Any attack on the vehicle would have to get past them first. For a few moments, everything seemed under control. But hidden among the chaos was a volunteer fighter carrying a shoulder-fired anti-tank missile. He didn't have heavy armor. He didn't have a tank of his own. All he had was a single opportunity. As the armored vehicle moved into view, the volunteer took aim, and seconds later, the battlefield was transformed. The very vehicle that Russian troops were protecting had become the target. Among all the battles fought in this war, trench combat remains one of the most brutal. There are no long distances, no safe positions, and very little time to react. In the smoke and confusion, soldiers can find themselves face to face with the enemy in a matter of seconds. In this first clip, a Ukrainian soldier advances through a smoke-filled trench. Then, without warning, a Russian soldier appears directly in front of him. The next clip shows how quickly the situation can change. Despite being alone and exposed above the trench, a Ukrainian soldier advances aggressively toward a Russian position and manages to force 4 Russian soldiers to fall back. Just a short distance away, another encounter unfolds very differently. Captured through a thermal camera, a Russian soldier approaches a Ukrainian from behind, grapples him to the ground, and kills him with his bare hands. The battlefield isn't only dangerous from the ground. Sometimes the threat comes from hundreds of meters away. In this clip, a Ukrainian soldier is riding in a vehicle, focused on his phone, and seemingly unaware of what is about to happen. Then, in a matter of seconds, a Russian sniper opens fire, turning an ordinary moment into a fight for survival. But modern warfare is no longer dominated by rifles and tanks alone. The next clip shows a threat that has become one of the most feared weapons of the war: drones. Most people have seen drone strikes from the outside. The vehicle is hit, smoke fills the air, and the footage ends. What they rarely see is what happens from inside the vehicle itself. In this footage, a Russian vehicle comes under attack from a Ukrainian drone, giving a rare look at how quickly a routine movement can turn into chaos. And while drones are often the hunters, they can also become the hunted. In the final clip, a Ukrainian soldier spots a Russian drone and attempts to shoot it down. For a few moments, he remains exposed and wounded. Then, realizing the danger, he makes a split-second decision to retreat behind a line of trees. That decision may have saved his life. These clips show only a small part of what modern warfare looks like, where a single decision can determine whether a soldier survives the next few seconds. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more real combat footage and battlefield stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.